Good afternoon. Here we are again, another Monday afternoon of wellness gathering, taking responsibility for our well-being through the principles of core alignment, and we're focusing on moving into our mission. And Lynn will lead the session. There you go, Lynn.
Awesome. Well, welcome. Happy Family President's Day. So here we are, we're halfway through our module of focusing on our busyness missions and whatever they are. And as we are moving more towards our health and wellness. So we're going to be looking at what holds us back. And so we're going to start with the question, and the question for today is, when playing follow the leader, do you want to be the leader or the follower? And when I play follow the leader, I like being a follower. I really like, I mean, I like leading, but I also like just supporting people that I find to be leaders that I really respect. I really like to be part of something that's and supporting something that I believe in, I guess. So how about you, Madeline?
I'm Madeline. I'm in Calgary, Alberta, and I definitely am more along the lines of you, Lynn. I like to be a follower. In fact, I like to be the last one, not only a follower, but taken up the rear, I would say, because whatever reason that is, but it is about supporting, I think, more than it is about anything else. So I'm with you on that one.
Got it. Thank you. How about you, Dawn Marie?
Well, I'm Dawn Marie from Sacramento, California, and I too am a follower. I like to have someone leading so that I know that we're going to go in the right direction. And once you provide that for me, I'm there for you to support you and help you do what you need to do.
Awesome. How about you,
Hi,
Lorraine?
I'm Lorraine. I'm from British Columbia, and all through my life, I have been a follower. I've never pictured myself as being a leader. However, lately I have been a leader and an instigator for a few things and making sure it gets done. And maybe it's because I'm a senior and I can boss people around now.
You've earned it.
I mean,
So
it's pretty even, really.
Yeah. So what would be the difference between being an instigator and a leader?
Oh,
You're asking me.
Yeah, well, I'm just curious. It's an interesting word, right?
I get a bee in my bonnet, or I get a bone, and I want to get it's done. Right now, I'm working on this archival project for the Jewish community in Regina, and I'm sitting in British Columbia, and I'm shaking this bone and getting the committees going, and they're doing the work. But I started it. I thought saw the need, and it's being lost, and I have no control of what's going on in Regina. So that's an instigator. I'm an instigator. And when I organize family Zooms and things, I mean, I instigate things. So
Instigate. Initiate. How about initiate? Initiate.
Initiate.
I wonder what instigator, what it means. We should look that one up, hey?
right.
An initiator. Well, and it's, you know what, I think leaders or followers, I think at times in our lives, we're either probably a little bit of both. Right?
I think being my position is filling my ego needs of being connected.
Mm-hmm.
That's my person.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at this concept of what holds us back. And I mean, there's always the things that kind of, motivate us forward. And then there's the little things that hold us back. And so we're gonna just be kind of exploring what might be holding you back and seeing how it was we're gonna really explore how what's holding us back is often created to motivate us to move forward. So as you are moving forward with some of the missions that you're on and putting your, the things that are turning you on in life, what is something that's challenging for you as you move more into sharing your message and your mission with others? Madeline?
Just ask the question again. I'm sorry.
You know what?
What is something?
Yeah, what is something that's challenging for you as you move more into sharing your message with others? And I'll answer it first just to
Okay, context. Yeah.
get context. So something that is challenging for me as I move into sharing more of my message with others. Well, sometimes what's challenging for me is just timing and responsibilities. Like I find that I get really excited about certain things, but then I have certain responsibilities or things in life that seem more important. Like, it's family day. It's like the kids are home, and to me, those are the things that are important, as I, do more of what I want to do. So there's sort of this balance, but I can sometimes feel like it's timing. Like when is the time? When is the time that I need to do certain things, and just really managing my time well, and being okay with just sitting back and enjoying, as well as being motivated to move forward. So yeah, what is something that's challenging for you as you move more into sharing your message and mission with others?
I think something that is challenging for me is to accept that other people have also the things going on, and that when it doesn't fit into what I have going on, it can be quite challenging. And I think I take that a little bit personally, quite honestly, because especially with the family, as you say, like there's stuff, and I mean, I'm pretty flexible, but there is a moment where you go, well, yeah, except like, why can't you
Got
be
it.
flexible?
Yeah, I
So
got
there's
it.
that, right? That kind of not always being able to just be open to that other people's
Be
stuff.
free flowing.
Yeah.
How about you, Dawn Marie?
Wow, I would have to say what stops me is the fact that I feel like either people don't want to receive what I'm presenting when I try to provide information, or I feel like they think that I'm a know-it-all. And I don't want to be perceived as that. My role is to provide the information. And I really am trying hard to pay attention if I go on about a task too long, because I don't want people to feel like, I'm trying to take over the conversation. But I think for me, it's a part of my growth. I need to speak up and I need to be able to provide that. So I think that's what stops me, is that one side is telling me people are thinking that you know it all. And then the other side is, well, shoot, should I? Should I share with them or what?
God. Awesome.
Yeah.
How about you, Lorraine?
Yeah, I quite agree with everybody, because there is, and part of me that I feel, and I've got myself thinking, just because I'm a very senior lady, that nobody thinks I'm serious about what I'm trying to portray. And like you, Madeline, I feel that they've got a busy schedule and they've got their own life, and they're not open to the things that I like to share with them. And so I can, talk to them and have a nice conversation, but that's as far as it goes. It's not, I mean, when I want something, I pursue it. I mean, I have the to pursue it. But I always feel that people don't really, you could tell them something and, or suggest something or request them or invite them. And that's as far as it goes.
Got it, got it. So what would you, I'm just curious if you guys, hearing us all share that, what would you say the common theme is in all that? I'm just curious if you notice a common theme in all that.
Judgment of other people?
Yeah, it's mostly other people. Other people don't want to receive, people don't think I'm serious. Other people's stuff is
Mhm.
busier.
Yeah.
So, I
Right.
think we all had that
Okay.
in some way or form. And I'm not sure if this is in this module, but we are going to be looking at the concept. There's this concept of guards and gatekeepers, which maybe you've heard from other work, but our guards are our other people's statements. And our gatekeepers are our real definite I statements, and they kind of usually go hand in hand. We usually present with a guard, like, okay, other people are just got things going on, and then I have the blah, blah, right? So they kind of go hand in hand.
Observation, good one.
So
Mhm.
yeah, so with just recognizing that, we're just gonna ask, so if you consider the question, what is holding me back is these other people perspectives. What would be or let's just gather information. So we're going to go, what is holding me back is these other people's statements because and then fill in the blank with the first thing that comes up. Okay?
Okay.
So Madeline, we'll just go around. So
Okay.
what is holding me back is
What is holding me back is
other people's
other people's
How did you word it?
inability. Yeah.
Got it.
Um,
Because
I really want to follow. I don't want to lead.
got it.
That's good.
Awesome, perfect. How about you, Marie? So basically, what is holding me back is
What is holding me back is judging myself and other people's behavior.
got it. Because
Because I feel that well, that's a big thing because
what the first thing that because I just go with the first thing that comes up.
Because I do a lot of procrastinating.
Okay. Okay, how about you,
That's hard to
Don?
do now. Oh dear.
How about you, Don Marie? So what is holding me back is
Other people's perspective,
because
because I feel that I'm providing too much information
Too much
for where they may
information.
be at that point in our space.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah. So what is holding me back is the demands of other people because I really value that. There's a certain part of me that values a lot of things and not just the missions that that are driving me forward. So yeah, so if we were to step into that capabilities space where what you can do and what you're willing to do and you're doing it easily, it's the place where you show up easily, you use your natural gifts, they're present, your skills are used to generate more success. when you look at that, in that capabilities space, and then you look back over your life, can you see times when this has showed up before?
Mm.
Maybe, yeah. Lorraine, you want to share?
Yeah, I think it has shown up before. Years ago when I was let go of a job because of staff shortage, or they're in the healthcare field. And I wanted to do some work, and I thought, well, since being a psychiatric nurse, I would open up my own private practice. Well, that was a hoot, because I had no idea what the hell I was doing and what I would do. And now looking back at that time, I thought this was a good idea, but I don't think I had the skills to even do it. Although I went out and I, had some directions to what things I could do, and I followed through in what was, counseled what I was doing. But, and I put the ad out, and I had a couple of takers, a couple of psych nurses that were going to join me, but I just lost confidence in the whole idea.
Awesome. How about you, Madeline? Do you have something?
I
that
would
comes-
say that what comes up for me is when I decided to stay home and have babies, that I needed to start being the initiator and the one to make the decisions. And it was really challenging for me. And I had gone from a completely different lifestyle. And then, it takes time to figure out how to do kids. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know anything about doing kids. So that, I would say, was a moment where I had to overcome that feeling of, I don't know how to
Sure.
be a follower. I can't be a follower. I have to do something different.
Awesome. How about you, Dawn Marie?
Wow. I think it's a little bit of both for me. As I reflected back, and the first thing that came to my mind was when I was married and raising my children, and I felt like I was always the one that had to make the decisions. And I still hear my daughter in my ears telling me, you don't always have to be in control, Mom. Somebody had to do it. So that meant me. So taking that same type of mindset into working as an elementary school secretary, everybody had to come to me for everything. And I just felt that when I got through with that, I didn't want to talk anymore. I just didn't want to provide leadership. I didn't want to be the one that everybody had to come to. And now I'm looking at it like, well, shoot, I had all of that preparation over here. And now I'm to the point where I don't want to say anything at all. So somewhere like the light switch needs to be turned back on at least halfway, so that I know, like when is that safe space for me to?
Right.
I'm sorry, that was a lot.
No,
Yeah,
good.
no, I get it. Yeah. Well, so if we were to step outside and take an outside perspective, so if we were to, really see it from a bird's eye view now, like being someone other than us looking at it, what do you see? Madeline?
I see more capability than I imagined. Looking at my various roles in life.
Got it. Yeah. How about you, Dawn Marie?
I would say that, when I look at my overall health, I think about whatever I have been doing up to this point is working. So why would I want to change it and add anything different to what I'm doing? I've pretty much maintained a healthy lifestyle. And so I'm thinking in my head, okay, you've done it. So this is working for you. So don't change it. Keep doing what I'm doing.
Got it. Yeah. How about you, Lorraine?
When I take an overview of where I've come from, although a lot of times I feel insufficiently doing things, but I think my confidence level is much higher now with the experiences that I've had. Although, and I, I, I feel quite comfortable in what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Got it. Yeah. So true, right? It's like that's why I look back and see, you know, what I'm actually capable of. And it's more of how do I want to be with what I'm capable of. And, because I want it all. Like, I want and in the sense of being able to enjoy all aspects. So So, so what is different now that you've kind of looked at this core information about yourself, Lorraine?
Well, the core information I think is everybody's capable of doing something. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as you're motivated, I'm motivated enough to do the best I can with what the tools I have in front of me, and always keep an open mind and keep learning so that you're not slacking. So I think that's what I take.
How about you, Madeline?
Um, Similar. I think there is, like, if I reflect back on that wheel that we made, that all the pies, all the sections of the pie was really kind of important to reflect on. That when we made sure that we understood that each section of our lives were, that we had time for them all, I think there is satisfaction in that. And I think that's part of this overview that we have.
Yeah. How about you, Don Marie?
Could you repeat the question?
Well, what's different now that you've accessed some of this information about our core belief, your core belief?
Well, I think what's different is more confidence in my decision-making process. And, as I look at Lorraine and think about, getting older and how more confident and confident she is, it's like, okay, I'm going to follow and be and do that because, as you get older, you get wiser. And so once you get wiser, you get less, you give you don't give a hoot about what they say or what they think. So looking forward to that day.
That's right. You can just go for it. Hey? Yeah. So part of our intention for today was to look at what we think is holding us back, and then to see how it's actually designed to actually support us, and actually look at how capable we really are as we're moving towards more of these things that are important. So what will support you from this conversation until we talk again, Lorraine?
I think this has been a great conversation, because we certainly started out with all this uncertainty and negativity sort of, and now we see, gee, we're doing a pretty good job.
We flipped it around.
Yeah.
How about you, Madeline?
I think flipping it around is great. It does highlight how much, when we think that we're not achieving something, that it really proves that, there's a moment where we've done it and we aren't giving ourselves the credit, that pat in the back stuff that we're, prone to not do, because I don't know, we think that it's a selfish thing to do, but it's really a great thing to do.
Mm.
If If it
Give
makes you
ourselves
feel
credit
good.
where credit is due.
That's right. If it makes you
That's
feel
right.
good, do
Put
it.
some money in the bank account,
That's
right?
right.
It's a credit. It's not a
It's a
debit.
credit.
Hey, how about you, Don Marie?
What I will take away from this that will help support me until we meet again is just knowing that, everything is subject to change. And as we look at this life cycle that we're on, it can only get better if we think that it can get better. If we don't think that it's going to get better, then it won't. So I think if you keep that mindset of, I'm capable of doing whatever I want to do, and then just do it.
Mm, yeah, cool. Yeah, well, what I take with me is that, well, that's sort of that I think somebody said it, flipping the switch. I don't know, that's probably in other places too, but it is recognizing that the things that are holding me back are actually supporting me. They're
Mhm.
not, they're designed, both on both to limit and support. And it's not easy in the moment when I'm feeling limitation.
Mm,
But if I can recognize, okay, well, maybe this is something's right about this, right? There's something good about this. It's not just all bad. So, or it's not all limiting.
mm.
Yeah. So what will support you for the rest of your life, Dawn Marie?
Hmm. Well, I think this whole concept of like the wheel of busyness and being able to step back and just really take a look at where you've come from to where you are today. And I think that inspires me to know that, it can only get better. And I'm so grateful for walking the journey and giving the life challenges that I've been given, because it's only made me be a stronger and better woman. So I think that is what's going to really help me to be better for the rest of my life.
Madeline?
What I will take away that will support me for the rest of my life. Well, I had originally flagged the whole feeling thing, and and sometimes not feeling it, not feeling like what it was that I needed to do or should be doing, but honoring that is also a part of being honoring yourself. So to understand that the negative side of that, or what I perceive as negative, isn't negative. It's just a momentary thing. And I might feel it better in a few moments or a little bit down the road, or so I don't know, acceptance of where I'm at is a valuable thing to
Mhm,
reflect on.
mhm. Yeah.
Lorraine?
And what I will take away for the rest of my life is pretty similar. It's life is challenging, but it's exciting at the same time, because you really, it's been fun just flipping things around today. So, and acknowledging it, and as you said, Lynn, it's benefits us from being able to see that, be aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mhm.
Yeah, and take that outside perspective. And I always think be somebody else looking at it, not just myself, or imagine that I'm somebody else looking at it, because they're going to see something completely different. And the other thing that I take away is, maybe Madeline, I don't know if this is something that came through our conversations, but feelings, I don't know where I heard this, but feelings only go through for 90 seconds and then they change. Like when I'm having a feeling, if I can just allow the feeling to be felt for 90 seconds, it's gone after that.
Mm,
And
mm,
so that's kind of like kind of take away that fact that everything is very temporary. It's moving and it's always changing. And if I can just feel how I'm feeling in that moment, I mean, 90 seconds later, it's going to be completely different. So anyways, I don't know where I heard that. But
Cool.
that's what
Very
it makes me think of. So anyways, 4:30, how does it get any better than that?
Woohoo.
Okay,
Yeah.
We're so
Well
okay,
good.
done.
yeah, before before we go, I'll do my positive self-talk for the day. I make sure that every goal I set and everything I plan to accomplish is not the only benefit to me. It will also be a force of good in the lives of anyone else it touches.
Mm.
Cool.
Very nice.
Very
That book is good, you know,
Which
Mhm.
book is that again?
this self-taught positive sayings for
Oh, yes,
365 days by
Nice.
Shad Helmsplitter.
Mhm.
I've got it on Kindle, but I think I'll order the book because I find those things he says it very nicely. Anyway,
Mm.
thank you very much for attending, and we'll catch up with Olive next time. She's busy traveling today,
Mm.
so okay.